But a bit of breaking news here on the channel today. We welcome along and say a very good afternoon to Andrew McNamara. Good afternoon, Andrew.
Good afternoon.
And you've come to quite a significant decision which has been announced today. We haven't mentioned it as yet here on the channel, so tell us what's been announced today as regards your future.
Yeah, well, over the weekend, probably in Tremor, definitely in Tremor, I'm going to hang up my boots as a jockey and move on, hopefully go training horses.
And this obviously not a decision you've come to quickly, but what's been the deciding factor and the push behind it, Andrew?
I think it was just more timing as opposed to whether I would do it or not. I get a lot of back trouble and have for quite some time, so it gives me an awful lot of bother, and because of that really I don't ride as well as I used to, or don't get as many opportunities as I used to, so it's just time for me to move on.
But what a career you've got to look back on. I think almost 500 winners and some glorious days in the saddle. Which will be the rides or the moments that stand out for you?
I suppose I was lucky enough to ride some very good horses along the way. I think one I got an absolute huge kick out of was Beaver Salmon the day he came from nowhere to get up and beat the listener in Leopardstown. I think because the horse himself was a bit of a national hero, he got such a reception when he came back in. And then maybe the likes of Newman winning Champion Chase was a fantastic day as well.
He must have given you some feel that day in Newmill, because he was sort of 20 lengths clear coming down the hill, wasn't he?
Yeah, for a horse that was a bit of an outsider, I was fairly confident beforehand going in that he was in with a serious chance. I thought he'd jump out and make all, but yeah, he was a very impressive horse to ride when he was on a right day. He used to give you an amazing feel, and he was a brilliant jumper as well. He was a real powerhouse, and yeah, that was probably the biggest thrill I ever got on horseback. And
also an Irish champion. Heard he managed to win one of those, didn't you, I think, as well, on Sizing Europe in his early days?
Yeah, Sizing Europe was absolutely spectacular that day. He bolted up and beat Hardy Eustace fairly well, and then he went on to the Champion Hurdle and probably was going to win that when he lost his action coming down the hill, so that was one that got away. But yeah, he was a very talented horse as well.
Andrew, is your dad going to be your assistant?
Well, he can tip away in his own. He'd a winner there a week or two ago, so I'm sure he'd be happy to paddle his own canoe.
So you're going to set up on your own?
Well, at the moment I'm living in Westmeath, and I am renting a few stables in Love's place. So it's kind of a handy place to start off in that they break all and pre-train a lot of the Jigginstown horses. So it's a handy place to start off, when I have only a small number of horses that I can probably use all their facilities, the fantastic facilities there, and also say with not many horses starting out, you can work horses with theirs or whatever needs to be done. Bigger pool of horses to work with.
And you've been a regular contributor to the programmes on RTE on Irish Network Television. Are you going to carry on doing a little bit of that?
I will do, yeah. I suppose it'd be a nice mixer to have, maybe a few quid coming in while I'm starting off, and as well as that I suppose there's good publicity from it, and I enjoy it as well. It kind of keeps you very much interested in what's going on.
And you've been buying and selling horses for a little bit of time now as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've always had kind of one or two on the go and bought and sold them and ran a few of them, and always did well enough about that, out of that. So I've bought a couple of horses lately as well, the last National Hunt Store sales, so they'd probably be in mind to maybe sell on again, because I'm not starting out with a huge client book to fill up my yard, so it'll probably start off with a good bit of buying and selling, and hopefully as time goes on I'll pick up a few owners, and hopefully this publicity you're giving me here might get me a phone call out of it too.
Well, you never know, you might get a Mick Fitzgerald Racing Club horse coming your way.
Could do, yeah.
And Andrew, you're going out this weekend. Have you managed to line up a surefire good thing for your final ride?
I ride one for the Shark tomorrow in a handicap hurdle, and he tells me he thinks that has a right chance, and then I'm not sure whether I go. There's no jump racing Saturday, so I'm not sure if I have one or two possibilities on Sunday, but it could be tomorrow. I could be going out either.
OK, we'll have a look out for that then for the Shark tomorrow. Well, Andrew, many thanks for joining us. We wish you all the very best with your new career, and wish you all the best with your training career, and best of luck tomorrow as well.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Andrew.